Just a few moments ago, the Pacific Queen unloaded her great catch at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, and Jolene Thompson is there to take us for a tour.
Hello, Phil. I'm down at Fisherman's Landing, and the Pacific Queen just got in from a 3-day, and they did pretty darn good. Some nice white sea bass, lots of tuna, yellowtail. Great trip on the Queen.
Please don't forget to support the Friedman Adventures family members who make this all possible, like the taxman, Tim Marquez, and your garage door man, Joe Welker, who does a great job and gets rave reviews here at Friedman Adventures. Heating and or air conditioning needs, it's our dear friend John Lopez, and also the Island Spirit, Ventura Sport Fishing. You can't beat it. Chris Isaac and the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing, www.longbeachsportfishing.org. And don't forget to visit Big Fish Bait and Tackle in Seal Beach, California, right there on the corner of Pacific Coast Highway and Seal Beach Boulevard. They've got all the bait tackle you'll need for a successful day on the water. Whether it's surf fishing or big game bluefin tuna, drop in and say hi to the folks at Big Fish Bait and Tackle in Seal Beach.
Get out of bed and wake up the kids, 'cause you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Fishing reports up and down the coast. Your Phil Friedman, your coffee-loving host. So much fishing intel, it feels like cheating when you tune into the morning briefing. Inshore, offshore, from the surf, bluefin, yellowtail, pod, surf, perch. They'll tell you where the fish are and what they're eating when you tune into the morning briefing. So give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified of all the fishing content coming your way. Friedman Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing. Morning briefing.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. Good morning to you, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Gorgeous day. It's a little bit overcast. It's kind of a weird day. It has a tropical feel to it. We're getting a little bit of an effect here from a tropical storm that rolled up the Baja Peninsula. Almost looks like it could rain just a little bit. We'll have to see. Man, I'll tell you, fishing is really good. And you can look in a variety of locations, and it is on right now. That bluefin tuna bite has surged on. It's really great fishing, and there's some big ones mixed in with it. Down there in Mexico, we get some reports about yellows really biting, and the long-range scene has been absolutely spectacular. We're going to cover the surf. We're going to cover all our islands. We'll take you up to San Francisco, where there's been some albacore hanging around, and of course, we'll cover everything in between. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. What a delightful cup of coffee, and how great it is to be with you all. Let me have one more hit of that, if you don't mind. So good tonight. I'll be in Costa Mesa, California at 7 o'clock at the Fibbers Christian Fishing Club. Can't wait to meet you all. And by the way, you're all invited. Come on out. It's a great event, and the people there are so wonderful. I know you're going to enjoy it. 7 o'clock tonight in Costa Mesa, California at the Lighthouse Church And you can see right there the address and everything else you'll need to find me tonight. It would be great to see you. 2 great charters with only a couple of spots open. September the 23rd, 2-day trip out of C4 Sport Fishing in San Diego on board the Apollo. And then also October the 6th on board the Amigo. We'll be on the Amigo and we'll be heading out for some of this really great fishing. If you don't mind, hit that like button, share these videos everywhere. Make sure you subscribe to the Freeman Adventures YouTube channel and tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting little bell, and you'll be notified when there's new content. You can follow us over there on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Apple Podcast and Spotify. Yesterday, we did a whole seminar with Pete Thompson from Tuna Riot Poppers on how to fish the popper. He came up with so many new ways that have been effective and introduced it all to you. I highly recommend you check it out. Thousands have already done so, and it's just barely been released. So really, really appreciate the great support. And you're going to learn a lot from Pete at TunaRiot.com. Get your clear popper today. They really, really work. All right, let's check out Hawaii for one brief moment because my co-host from Mexico, when I'm in Ensenada, I have a co-host. It's Paulina Varela. She's great. She's knowledgeable. She loves to fish. She's a lot of fun to goof around with. Can't wait to see her here really, really soon. She's there in Hawaii and caught that short bill spearfish. So nice catch for Paulina as she's all over the place here right now. Really having a lot of fun. And Paulina, I'll see you down in Ensenada here very, very soon. Let's talk about our Mexico bite right now. We'll go to Cedros where there's still some great yellowtail action going on. Surface iron fish really biting well. We continue to see also some fantastic calico bass fishing, off the hook calico bass fishing, and an occasional halibut. They've even caught a few white sea bass in the surrounding area. Not like it was earlier in the year, but still that possibility looms there at Cedros Island. We get you closer to home, only 140 miles down below the border, where our friend Jeff Lingle, actually, he's further down the Baja Coast. He was fishing bluefin out there at about 180 miles. We'll have an update on Jeff's trip as we go along here right now. Really excellent fishing for white sea bass for Jeff. He's down there 180 miles, gets you up to San Quintin. And we are also seeing some really good fishing on surface iron yellowtail. There's the occasional halibut. There are tons of rockfish, great calico bass fishing up there in Ensenada. We continue to see some good fishing. There's bluefin tuna in the mix right now. Mara sport fishing with a good pop on the bluefin tuna. We've been seeing them. They've been off the bite. They're biting right now. Those clear poppers will work great on those foamers of bluefin tuna. Trolled Mad Mac type lures and other lures also super effective down there in Ensenada. Some good bluefin tuna fishing. Louis Prieto was out yesterday. He was fishing around Todos Santos Island, which you'll clearly see when you look out from the Malecon, the boardwalk. You can look out and see Todos Santos. Not a long run at all. Louis had 7 yellowtail yesterday with its 4 reels sport fishing. So a nice hit for Louis down there, and hopefully we're going to see more of that. He also had a calico bass and a couple of barracuda, but they're focused mostly on those yellowtail. A lot of fish being taken on trolled Rapala type lures, but a lot of surface iron fish in that vicinity also. Really nice fishing going on down there in the Ensenada area. We get you up just a little bit further up the coast to Popotla, which is about a 15-minute drive south of Rosarito Beach in Mexico Lindo. And there we have, of course, Cortez sport fishing, and Carlos Cortez, who's a hard fisherman, knows the Coronado Islands well. He came up with a few yellows yesterday also. So great stuff going on south of the border. Hope you can get down there really soon. We're going to be down there shortly and be checking it out. Long range is fantastic. Right now we've seen some really great long range fishing going on. The Intrepid's 8-day trip, they had a mix of wahoo and they had yellowfin tuna, nice big yellowtail and other species to go along with it. Excellent wide open yellowtail fishing yesterday on board the XL as they put the wood to the nice big grade yellows. Some of that fish surface iron, a lot of it dropper loop kind of fishing. It's been really, really great fishing down there in that neck of the woods, and that mix of yellowfin tuna, yellowtail is still in the mix. Now, every once in a while, And on the Intrepid, they got sharked up. There's been some sharks, but it seems like every single time you get sharked, then they back off and give you a break, and you're able to catch away and do pretty well. So really a lot of fun. Independence arriving down there right now, and they are experiencing some really good fishing going on. Let's talk Bluefin Tuna here in Southern California, because it is on great nighttime fishing for several boats last night. It's really biting well. And while we tell you that there's a lot of that 8 to 40 pound fish, there's a lot of big fish like 100, even 200 plus pound bluefin tuna in the mix right now. It has been a night to remember, and the daytime bite is also very, very, very good. Spirit of adventure on big yellowtail and great bluefin tuna fishing on their 4-day trip. Remember, they're so close to San Clemente Island, they're able to go in there where there's been some great dropper loop yellowtail fishing on 25 to 45 pound yellowtail. Sounds like Guadalupe Island, doesn't it? The Tribute on a 3-day trip had 40 fish, 80 to 205 pounds. Our friend Jeff Lingle is down there at 180 miles. He's catching good bluefin tuna. I think he's almost at double digits on the bluefin with 3 fish over the 100-pound mark. Great fishing down there. It shows there's a big stretch to this thing, and we love to see that. So really excellent fishing going on, and it doesn't stop there. You saw the Pacific Queen unload her great catch this morning. The new low end limits of bluefin tuna, 14 of those fish in the 100 to 200 pound class. Really great fishing going on for several other boats. The Polaris Supreme just called in limits of bluefin tuna, and they have several big 100 plus pound fish. So that bite is on right now. Daytime, again, you're gonna have to back off on your fluorocarbon in some cases when you're fly lining a bait. The bait situation in San Diego remains dicey. Sometimes you'll have straight chovy, sometimes you'll have a mix of chovy and din. Sometimes it's really good bait, and sometimes, well, it's not so good. So be prepared and bring some lighter fluorocarbon. Again, you're playing a dicey game. If it's straight big fish, then you're gonna have to try to get bit on as heavy a fluorocarbon as is possible. You just have to be observant, talk to the crew, and keep that in mind. And there's some big kite fish also being taken if you're on a boat that's flying a kite. It has been really, really excellent in terms of that. So we are seeing great fishing. A lot of that fish at night being taken in this gorgeous weather on jigs that are like 240 grams. Remember to drop as soon as the captain tells you to drop to the exact depth or a little bit deeper than what he is telling you, and you will get slammed if you're out there working hard at it. It is so important in this nighttime bluefin tuna fishing to be Johnny on the spot and ready to go. 65 and 80 pound grade braid Spectra will get down faster. Keep that in mind. I wouldn't fish anything heavier than 80. You'll have plenty of pulling power with that, and you'll be able to get the job done. And those daytime fish, go back and watch the video on poppers. Clear poppers work really, really well. And Pete Thompson goes through a variety of different scenarios when you see the fish jumping out of the water, when the school seems to have sunk out. All these different ways to catch fish on clear poppers. You owe it to yourself to bone up and be ready. And that Pete Thompson Friedman Adventures video is fantastic. You can catch that on YouTube, Facebook. It's really worth a watch. So good bluefin tuna fishing right now. I think the light switch is on for a while. Maybe we'll just keep it rocking until the next full moon, and maybe it'll bite through the full moon for a change. Let's go to the islands, Coronado Islands. I keep telling you, I think that place is ready to go again. We see a lot of fish there. There's evidence that it's ready to go. Sometimes conditions have not been right, and this bait limitation has hurt us a little bit, but slowly but surely, we're starting to see more fish. Sea Watch had 14 yellows at the island. San Diego, 17 yellowtail, 23 calico bass, 163 whitefish. So you're going to be able to load up on some of the bottom grabbers in addition to a shot at the yellows. Yo-yo and surface iron have been effective on that bite. And again, bait can be effective if you have good hot sardines. That is a great way to get the job done, like what we're seeing there. It's a parking lot at San Clemente Island for this yellowtail bite. It's really been crazy over there. Thunderbird's been in on it. They've had some great scores here. Little brief window of opportunity. It seems right when you get to gray light is when that fish starts to bite. You got to be, again, I hate to overuse the term, but Johnny on the spot. You can't be in your bunk snoring at gray light. You're going to miss the bite. It's like a window of opportunity that lasts an hour or maybe an hour and a half. So you have to be out there. Fish heavy, nothing less than 40-pound live squid or fresh dead squid on the bottom. And these are quality, big, yellowtail, really beautiful fish that are biting right now. I love what we are seeing there. Zach Stauffer, a great Freeman Adventures family member, was on board the El Dorado here recently. He got a nice big forky, beautiful fish, no doubt about it. He said same thing. Gray light was the time to get going on that bite. Once again, he had one nice big yellowtail. He said it was about a yellowtail per angler on that big great fish. Nothing wrong with that. And then they went out to Tanner Bank and couldn't get a bite on the daytime bluefin tuna, but the nighttime came around. And Zach said those knife jigs worked really well on a fast retrieve. That's the experience he had there. So that is really fantastic. The Amigo, what a score. Out of 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California. I have a feeling they snuck off to another island. And did it pay off? One halibut, 43 white sea bass. What a hit for the Amigo, a bluefin tuna. Man, that is some darn good fishing when you consider we're knocking on the door of September. That is wild, great fishing. What a hit on board the Amigo. Catalina Island, a mix of different species. Got a little bit of barracuda, some yellows bouncing around there. You also have some pretty fair calico bass fishing at times, and other times it's really tough. Again, drop that fluorocarbon down to 12 pound and you'll get bit up all day long on the calico bass. 12 pound, 15 pound fluoro. Choose a hot bait and those calicos will rain on for you. Really, really good stuff. Hey, by the way, I forgot to mention that on the Thunderbird and other boats, Fury, all those guys who are fishing over there at San Clemente Island, if you're able to toss a sardine up on the kelp, you're going to come away with some of the best bass fishing we've seen in a long, long time. Thunderbird did that yesterday, and it was great fishing for the calico bass. You got to love it, man. We are so blessed right now. We've got some crazy fishing going on. 43 white sea bass, great calico fishing. Guadalupe Island size yellowtail, great fishing for bluefin tuna. It is cranked up and rocking and rolling right now. Catalina back there again, kind of a mix of fish, nothing really incredibly wide open, but that place is going to light up with yellows here very soon. Don't forget the El Patron goes to Catalina Island every single day at 5 a.m., comes back at 5 p.m. to beautiful Long Beach Ford fishing there, Berth 55. Also, twilight trips on Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, www.longbeachfordfishing.org. 2 charters coming up. Don't miss them. You get to fish with all of us crazies from Freedman Adventures. September 23rd, Seaforth Sport Fishing. October 6th on the Amigo out of 22nd Street Landing. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be at the Fibbers Christian Fishing Club here this evening. Channel Islands. Man, I'll tell you, we don't have those big sea bass or halibut hits, at least for the last few days. That's not out of the question that that's going to happen here again very, very soon. But the one thing about the Channel Islands is they always can provide you with tons of rockfish, and we are definitely seeing lots of that right now. Excellent fishing on the bottom grabbers up there. Aloha Spirit with a white sea bass, Mirage with a halibut. The Aloha Spirit also had really good calico bass fishing, and the Mirage with a variety of different other rockfish to go along with that. So we have definitely seen some really good fishing there in that neck of the woods. The other guys are picking a few sea bass and a few halibut and catching some really nice calico bass right now. Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing will be out, and of course they'll be fishing rockfish. And on Sunday, they've got their Kids Fish Free trip. So we'll be watching that very, very closely with Captain Daniel Hadaway, 805-676-3474. You can go to VenturaSportFishing.com and get on board the Island Spirit up there in that neck of the woods. We go up to Avila Beach, Morro Bay, great rock fishing. Monterey, same thing. San Francisco, there's been some albacore caught. The Pacific Dawn had albies the other day, so that is great news. There's been some bluefin offshore also. The Pacific Dawn or I'm sorry, the California Dawn. Did I say Pacific Dawn? The California Dawn. Pacific Dawn had a big hit of bluefin here on their last trip in San Diego, but the California Dawn had those albacore, and also we saw them go offshore for tremendous rock fishing yesterday with limits of reds, limits of lingcod, limits of bottom grabbers. It was absolutely fantastic. So good stuff going on there. We take you to the coastal region. Now we're talking 1/2 and 3/4 day boats, and our good friend Tommy Miles with great calico bass fishing yesterday on board the Dolphin in the afternoon. Way to go, Tommy. Always glad to see you out catching fish. Jolene Thompson is on board the Dolphin right now. She shot that video of the Pacific Queen unloading her great catch here this morning at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. She's out. It's a buy a ticket and take a kid fishing. And of course, Jolene is going to participate in such a venture, so we'll catch up with her a little bit later on. Calico bass biting down there, scoping rockfish, and an occasional bass bite, but it's really backed up on the bass. There's some yellows wandering around on the local scene. Hopefully some of the kids on board the Dolphin or on board the new Seaforth, where they've caught some yellows recently, will come up with a score up there around Oceanside, Dana Wharf. Pretty good bass fishing, a lot of shorts that are getting released here in the LA Orange County area. Our 1/2 and 3/4 day boats have actually had some pretty good fishing on bass and barracuda. There's been some halibut, there's been some local yellowtail. This water is 72 degrees, it's gorgeous. I mean, there is a real shot on the native sun. Monte Carlo, Victory, all these boys have a shot at them. Now, a lot of them are falling back on the rockfish right now, but there's nothing wrong with that. You go home with some great table fare, and you get a shot at what I think is going to be some really good fall fishing here in SoCal. Look at that weather. Fall is when we have our best weather months in Southern California. It is absolutely gorgeous. Up there out of Marina del Rey, there's a little bit of bass up there. We saw that on the Spitfire yesterday with our dear friend Nick Ramirez, and also we have plenty of rockfish up there out of Marina del Rey for you all. So pretty good. And then up there out of Oxnard, Ventura area, there's some bass fishing going on along the coastal region, a little bit of barracuda also. Most of that bass is out at the islands, but there's some of that going on locally. Here in the Southern California surf, let me point you toward Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. They've got everything you'll need for a successful outing in the Southern California surf, and they give away a free custom rod every single month. All you have to do to get in that tournament is buy the ruler. You go into Big Fish, buy the ruler, and you are in. So keep that in mind. Down there at Huntington Beach, Dog Beach, there's still some nice Corvina around that neck of the woods. Jeff Perea, who's a great source of ours, says, you know, fella, I've been working from the tower all through here, walking several miles, and it's been slow here recently. So Jeff running in to a little bit slower fishing. Hopefully this warm water will kick things into gear. We've seen some yellowfin croaker and Corvina here. Up there in the Santa Monica Bay, it's still really good on the Corvina there around the Topaz Rock Jetty, down to the old pier, the Mondstadt Pier as we used to call it. I don't know if they still call it that, but back in prehistoric times, we used to call it that. And then up there between the Hermosa and Manhattan Beach Pier and up around El Segundo, there's some pretty good Corvina fishing going on there in that neck of the woods. All right, my friends, what can I tell you? Bluefin tuna bites outstanding. We've got yellows flooding in all over the place. You saw the Pacific Queen unload her catch and that yellow bite out there at Clemente, along with some great calico bass fishing, is stupendous right now. And that hit on the Amigo, pretty darn impressive. Friedman Adventures on board the Apollo, September the 23rd, 2-day trip. If you want information, send me a text, same thing, on the Amigo, but this time out of 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California. I think there's 2 spots left on each one of those trips. Send me a text ASAP if you'd like to join us. And tonight, I'll see you at the Fibbers Christian Fishing Club. Really looking forward to that. Take care. Have a great and beautiful Thursday, and I hope to see you really, really soon.